It's the new hit list on 102.7 Kiss FM. My name is Kayla, and I'm with Sabrina Claudio.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to Kiss FM. I'm doing amazing. How are you doing?
I'm so good. Thanks for having me.
I was just telling her that I've always wanted to meet her. I love your music.
Thank you.
Have followed you since the very beginning. So it's nice to finally meet you and see your personality in person. And
thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Your energy is everything.
Really? Already? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. You seem like such a grounded person.
Thank you.
You're so very confident and sure of yourself.
Girl.
And immediately as you walked in the room, you command the room. Is that the Virgo in you?
Maybe. It might just be. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the Latina in me too?
Yeah.
Something? I don't know.
Have you always had this confidence?
No. I would say as a kid and a teenager, absolutely not. But I think once I moved to LA when I was 18, and I think that move for me and the starting over of it all kind of just put me in a new place mentally. Yeah. And I think since then, the confidence started.
Coming to LA, you have to have some confidence. You have to throw some,
you better be
a backbone.
Ready. Right.
Because the people out here and
the industry, everything. Yeah, it's crazy out here.
Absolutely. Well, I know you don't do too many interviews, so thank you for being here.
Of course, I'm honored.
But what I like about you is you're kind of in a league of your own. You are very authentic to you and your sound, and you have never switched up. And I think, I've interviewed so many people and I've seen so many things in the business. And as people, go about their career, they kind of change their sound because the big wigs get involved and they want to, conform to the trends. And you have stayed so consistent. Can you tell me how?
Thank you. Well, actually, I have had my fair share of moments trying to please being signed to a label. Eventually you get to a point where you want to try different things that they are suggesting for you to do in order to maybe see if there's a potential level of support you weren't receiving prior. So I definitely had my moments. There are certain projects and certain songs that have that behind it, but I just never felt happy. So I will say I haven't always stayed as consistent just because I have experimented here and there. But I will say the consistency lies within my desire to stay as authentic as possible. So I was willing to try certain things, but then I went right back to what I've been doing because I'm like, I tried it. That didn't work. So I might as well just keep doing what I'm doing and hopefully that'll keep working. But yeah, I don't know. I'm always that type of person. I'm very decisive. Like you said, I feel like I know exactly who I am. And with that has come so much beauty. My fans, the shows, there's so much growth. And I'm like, why am I going to switch it up?
Yeah.
I'm really happy doing what I'm doing. And it's true to who I am.
Yeah. We live in a day and age where music pops off because of the TikTok trends and the dance challenges, and you seem like someone who does not care about the trends. Is it frustrating sometimes when
for sure.
It's like, do I have to make a song that's going to pop off on TikTok?
I wouldn't even say I don't care. I definitely care to a certain extent. I think it's inevitable to not care because you're looking at this and you're like, well, damn, if I do that, something will happen. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to do what makes me the happiest.
Yeah.
It always falls back on that. So I care sometimes, but then I'm like, I take a little nap. I wake up. I'm like, wait, no, I don't care. No, wait, no, I don't care. No, don't do this to me. So yeah, but it's tricky. It's frustrating as artists who, we don't typically run towards the trends. We kind of run away from them. And I think TikTok has a really beautiful way of enhancing and elevating artists that are unique in their own way. And I'm just, maybe one day someone will catch. But you know what?
One day we'll be
I'm
doing
not
a little
waiting
dance.
till then. It'll just, maybe a little two-step. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
To your sultry, sexy music.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't know what to give you. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I love it. Are you proud of the progression of your career?
Of course. I think it's a natural growth. It's what's supposed to happen. I don't question any of it. I'm also in a really amazing place in my life right now with my team and the music that I'm making. I've had a lot of people on my team that's been with me for many, many years. So to grow with them has been really beautiful. And, the new additions, I'm signed with Empire now, and that has been such a blessing in my life. So I think everything has led me up to this point, and I'm probably the happiest I've been in my career thus far.
I love that.
Yeah.
So who is Sabrina Claudio at your core? Because, you know, what are the values that you try to live by, but that you also incorporate into like your music career?
I think part of the consistency just goes back to how loyal I am as a human. Like sometimes it's almost to my detriment. But who I am at my core, I'm very loyal. I keep my circle very small. I am very decisive, and I think that stems from the confidence, or maybe the confidence stems from the decisiveness. But yeah, I'm very family oriented. I think a lot of the music that I'm working on right now and the visuals will kind of show the kind of lover girl that I am as well, which I don't think I've really demonstrated that within my music, or at least visually. So I do love love. And yeah, I think that's probably the biggest part of the sound, the romance and the emotion that is happening throughout the music that I'm creating.
In many interviews before, you've talked about how you don't personally like write based on personal experiences. It's kind of like more so storytelling. So why is it that you don't like to give a lot of insight into your personal experiences?
Well, I would say that has been majority of my career. That has completely changed over the past 2 years of writing. But naturally, I'm just an extremely private person in general. I don't really be telling people anything ever. I have like my 2 best friends and my family that know mostly everything, but I keep a lot of things to myself. I don't like people to know just like the ins and outs of my life completely. And I think that just kind of translated into the way that I wrote my songs. I didn't necessarily want to expose myself too much. And I also enjoyed writing from other people's perspective. I found it a little bit more interesting because I don't really be dating or like out here that much. So I don't have that much to talk about all the time. So I found writing from other people's perspective to be super, like, just much more interesting. But now I'm in the space where I took 2 years off of writing music. And within those 2 years, I did fall in love and fall out and go through heartbreak. And now I'm just in a place in my life where I think I'm ready to give myself a little bit more to the people who love my music. Yeah.
You're ready to be more vulnerable.
Yeah. I think it's helped me in my personal life as well, becoming more vulnerable. I've created the most amazing relationships, the closeness and all of that. So I think I'm ready for the music to do the same.
It's just so amazing to me still that like none of those early music that we listened
to.
There
are some exceptions.
Okay.
I will say like Confidently Lost for sure. And then I'd have to like go through my entire discography, but there are a few exceptions. Don't get me wrong. They're not all written from other people, but majority of them.
But the way that you are so descriptive and it really makes you engrossed in the song, you should at this point write a novel.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you write a
book? Hey, who knows?
Please,
give me a year.
Please.
Yeah.
But do you listen to your own music back? And when you do, how do you feel when you are listening to the stuff that you have put out?
That I've put out? I love my music.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you're not a fan of your music, something's wrong.
There are some people who are like, I put it out there and then I never listen to it again.
That's crazy. But you know what? I'm kind of the same to a certain extent because my thing is I listen to the music so much before it comes out. Like, because we're just like trying to get it perfect. I'm working on music right now. I've listened to it about 100 times so that when it comes out, it's new to everybody else. But to me, I've been sitting with this for a year.
Yeah.
But no, I love my music. There are some songs that I'm just like, like when it comes to performing, I'm like,
like which ones? Please tell us.
Okay, well, everybody's gonna hate me. They're gonna be like, well, these are your biggest songs. Unravel Me, Belong to You.
No. I might die.
I'm
Belong
dead.
to You. Why?
I have been performing
you're
it
over it.
every single show for 7 years. When can you let me let it go? I don't know.
Never. They're
I don't
always
know.
gonna ask for it.
I know.
Always.
It's like Comedy Loss, About Time. Like after that, I'm fine. But it's like those two, I'm like, damn. Let me let it go, Lord.
Can y'all fall in love with a new song, please?
That's what I'm saying.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is there a song out there that you wish you wrote?
Oh my God, a million songs. Yes, I'm blanking right now, but I have actually, which is funny, on my TikTok, I have a few covers that I've done, and it's like every caption is a song I wish I wrote.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember. There's like an Alicia Keys one, a Mariah, My All by Mariah, Alicia Keys, Like You'll Never See Me Again. Yeah, I have to go back and listen, but there's so many.
I could see you
So
singing an
many.
Alicia Keys song.
Yeah.
Well, like you were hinting at, we are in a new era. Your
New
new
era.
song, Before It's Too Late, is
Yes.
out now. Amazing song.
Thank you so much.
Can you talk about how this era is different from any of the other ones?
So I would say, well, aside from the writing from more personal experiences, I would say I dedicated 2 years to writing for other artists. Because I was like, I don't know if I want to be doing this anymore. Like being the face of what I was creating. I go through that every album cycle. So I might go through that after this one. Let's see. But yeah, I think a lot of what you'll be hearing production-wise and even vocally and conceptually was inspired by all of the sessions that I was doing. I was able to experiment a lot with sounds and just in ways that I was never okay with doing. When it came to my own stuff, I felt like I was very consistent. I wasn't open to trying new things, but because I was in these rooms and it wasn't my room, I was just there to help and contribute. I was just in so many different genres and creative processes and hearing different stories, and I think that is evident in the music that I'm creating. It's very cinematic and big and emotional. And the biggest thing is that this is my most conceptual album. And so as the visuals start, coming out little by little, it's all connected to something bigger.
Okay.
So they all kind of lead into the next. And so that's the most exciting thing. I've never done something like that before.
Well, that's like so exciting.
Yeah.
Can we go back to you talking about how you go through these periods where you don't want to be the face anymore?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Is it you just wanting to be out of the spotlight, or you just like what makes you want to be in the background so much?
I think my favorite part about what I do is one of them is just creating the music. And if like all the obligations that come with the releases and what it takes to like promote and the social aspect and the this
Gotta
and
do
the
the interviews and the videos.
no, I love all that. It's more so like the TikTok.
The TikTok videos.
It's killing me. Just that part of it all. It's just like I just release my music and whatever happens, happens. But that's just not how the world works now. And so back to your point, I do care about it to a certain extent. It can be discouraging, but at the same time, I go through those phases, and then by the end of the phase, I'm like, damn, I really miss performing. I really miss traveling the world, and I don't do that unless I have music to perform.
Right.
So that's why I got out of it, and I was able to create. But yeah, I just love the creation of it all. And so being behind the scenes, but still being able to do that, I was happy. I was like, oh, I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But now I'm making an album.
Now you gotta do the reels and the TikToks.
Yeah, I know.
But that's the thing. The fans love to see you. You know what I mean? Like, of course, they love listening to the music, but they want to hear you talk. They want to see you up in front of the camera with no makeup on, like that.
Yeah.
That makes you more, I don't know,
relatable,
and touchable.
Attainable. Yeah, totally. Which is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
She's trying,
I'm
guys.
trying real hard.
She'll post a TikTok tonight, okay?
Right. Oh, Lord. Yes.
So Before It's Too Late is out right now. Why did you choose this song and the one you just put out as kind of like the introduction to this new era? Why were these the perfect ones to put out first?
So it's because there's something, like I said, bigger coming in terms of story. And these songs, I had the visuals in my brain already, and I just thought that once everything is out, there's only so much I could say. But once everything is out, it'll make sense as to why the story was told the way that it was.
Okay.
It conceptually, each song goes into the next, like I mentioned, and by the end of it, you'll be able to kind of go all the way back and hear it from top to bottom, and then it'll make sense. Secret.
I know. I'm like, can you give us any other hints about what's to come? I'm trying to pull from
I
you.
will say it's something that I have never done before. I am in a new, let's just say I'm an actress now. I'm in my acting bag, girl. Yes.
Okay.
So let's just say that. Yeah.
New things. Okay, so the Sabrina Claudio that we got when back in years ago when you first put out your first project, you look at her then and you look at you now. What is the biggest difference?
Oh, my open-mindedness for sure. And my willingness to step out of my comfort zone. Okay. I've done a lot, like so much in the past year and a half that my about time self would have said, hell no.
Wow.
I'm out of here.
Wow.
Yeah, so just that. I've grown so much. And and I don't think I'm cringe, but everybody has that fear of being cringe.
Yeah.
That was always holding me back. Mm-hmm. And then I'm realizing, wait, this isn't cringe. I'm just like I said, well, before we started interviewing, we started talking about the Virgo in me. Overly critical, overthinker, like that has been me for my whole life. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that because it's weird. No, it's cringe. But who cares?
Who cares? And your fans love you for you.
Yes.
The people that are down for you, 100%. They're not going to think that you're cringe.
No,
you're
it's
just
all
being
in my
yourself.
head. Yes. So that is the biggest difference for sure. Okay. And it's only created, I'm telling you, I'm just excited for y'all to see what I have.
I'm excited
too. I'm excited.
So with this new era, you talked about how you just want to perform.
Yeah.
And will we get a tour? And if so, what would that experience feel like for us with this new music that you say is so different?
That's a great question. I haven't gotten that far. Okay. I am definitely going to tour. I always tour my albums. I'm hoping it's just bigger. I'm almost hoping I'm able to because I always have a live band with me, but because this music is so cinematic, my dream would be to travel with a string section or something just to kind of make the music a little bit more tangible.
Wow.
Because that's my biggest thing. I think what people take away from my shows is you hear the music, you hear all the other music I've put out, right? But then you go and experience it live. And I don't know if it's just the chemistry that I have with my band. I've been with them for so many years, 8 or 9 years, or just the live aspect of it. But it's always a different energy than when you hear it in your car. Mm-hmm. So I almost want to just elevate that even more.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten there just yet. But that is a dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you can think of an artist, a female artist that you would love to go on the road with and it would match this new era vibe that you're in, who would that artist be?
Oh my.
Based off the music that you just put out, I mean, obviously a Kehlani, but also who is that girl that's on tour with Kehlani? K-Win, you know what I'm talking about? She's on tour with Kehlani right now.
I'm not sure.
K-Win or something like that. Her vibe fits your vibe so well.
I gotta listen to that.
Yeah. Could you think of anybody?
Oh my God, maybe a Janae. I'm just trying to think of
Tink?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think of sultry, sexy, big, emotional.
Yeah. Janae's right there.
I'm thinking that.
Janae, the Summers of the industry.
How about all of it at the same time?
Please.
How about we just do a big old tour?
Yes, that would have been
a little festival run. We just go city to city.
Come on now.
That would be fire.
That would be the dream.
That would be the dream.
Well, Sabrina, Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you
was so much fun.
girl. Thank you.
We're excited for the new music. We're excited for whatever you have coming up. We're excited for the potential of the tour.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Before I let you go, this is the new hit list, and we love spotlighting new artists, up-and-coming artists that people just don't know about. So is there an artist or a song in your playlist that you think needs more love?
I got to shout out my girl, Tenariel.
Okay.
Have you heard of Tenariel?
I haven't, but I'm going to look her up.
Let me put you on.
What type of genre? What's her vibe?
Oh my God. She is, you know what? She has inspired a lot of what I'm doing. She's one of the artists that I worked with throughout my period of songwriting. I would say she kind of inspired me to go more cinematic. She has the craziest, most biggest, dreamy aspects. And I want to say her tone is insane. When we sing together, my voice is pretty high and hers is like the octave below me. So it's so interesting when we're together, like on top. But it's so soft and airy and it's sultry and it's sexy. But the thing she talks about is really deep and has a lot of substance. And yeah, she's also an amazing human being and I love her to death. So Tenariel for sure.
Look her up.
Yeah.
Sabrina, thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Amazing meeting you.
Yes, so nice meeting you.
It's the new hit list.